Hey everyone, welcome back to Beer and Pretzels Gaming. I'm Ant, and I'm going to be the keeper for today as we are playing Full Fathom 5 from Paul Fricker. This is a Call of Cthulhu 7th edition scenario that takes place in the 1800s on a whaling boat. So just to keep this in mind, we don't support whaling at all, but there will be some gruesome scenes that we'll be going through. It's very akin to Moby Dick. So we're going to start actually already on a whaling boat. The seas are rough. You're in the southern Pacific. It's about October, and I'm going to need strength checks from all three of you.
There it goes.
Because we are starting off on the hunt. Your boat is behind you, and you see in front of you there is a whale that just spewed a little bit out of his blowhole, and you got to get that. That's big money.
Hard success.
Ooh.
Beast spotted.
Regular success.
Regular success. Why am I on this ship?
As you are all rowing, you see there are three other men with you who are also rowing extremely hard, keeping pace with you as you're getting up to the actual whale. Mr. Chase, please, give us a brief description as you're getting your harpoon ready. You are the one who has to throw this at this majestic beast.
Stop making me feel bad.
I'm here for that because we don't support whaling, but you will have. That's your job. You gotta get it with the harpoon that's attached to the rope, so you don't lose it, and then you can get up and lance him.
All right. So, are we going over character descriptions?
Yours right now. Just a little description of who's getting to the front of the boat.
He's kind of a stockier man, probably around like 5'8" ish, but like built like a linebacker. Balding blonde hair. Definitely has some gray coming in. In a sailor's uniform. Giant harpoon in his hand, ready to go. Calloused hands, as I'm sure everyone here has. And as we start kind of pulling up, I'm sitting there quieter, trying to center myself to take aim to hit this majestic creature with a harpoon so we can snag it and take all of its blubber to make oil.
All right, so make a throw check.
Can I make a throw check? All right. That's a hard success.
As you throw the harpoon, you see the waters in the southern Pacific pretty crystal clear. The sun's out. It's a beautiful day, and you see, all of you see, this harpoon fly through the sky and land right into the side of the whale.
What a shot, Chase!
All right, we got to get up there, and I grab one of the lances.
I'm going to ask for a strength check with a bonus die just to catch up as the rope from the barrel is just peeling off. You can see it going against the barrel, and it starts to smoke just a little bit.
Extreme.
Hard.
Oh, these are strong men, and this is a lot of money as you and the three other men push your way through, and you get right up next to it. And with that, you see two of the other men who are with you. You see Mr. Silas Coffin and Herman Shepard pull up a lance with you, and they just start spearing this whale. With the spears, you see gouts of blood fill the crystal blue ocean, and you hear just a moan as the whale dies. And with that moan, as I see we're all in actual people feeling bad, the rest of the crew lets out a big cheer because this is a huge payday.
Great catch, everyone!
And quick, too.
Efficiency.
This was the best catch we've had this trip, probably.
And who's your character as we're speaking at him?
He kind of stands up. I am John Dewitt. I am the second mate of the ship. I am not in charge, but I'm the one who disseminates a lot of the orders. So I'm just kind of like, I'm not everyone's favorite, but I try to do my best with how I can.
And I mean, being second mate, you would be in charge of this whaling vessel, because you do know you have two others out, because you've seen a couple whales in this area, and other crews are also trying to catch a whale.
Well done. What a shot with that spear.
I take the flag for the whales so they know where to come pick everything up. I stick it in. All right. If we keep this up, we will have all the riches in the world in no time.
No time at all.
Now, it has been 13 months since you left England, and you are now, after you've went around Chile, in the Southern Pacific, but you are in, like, the middle of the Pacific Ocean. There is not any land in sight. And the other two men who are with you, you see, they have Silas. You would know he's a greenhorn, a green hand. He just started. He's got this like wide brimmed hat on, a vest, the normal sailor's garb, and Mr. Shorter, Charles Shorter, is with you. He's also another one. You know, a lot of these men, especially because the spray. They definitely are wearing like hats to keep their head cold. And then finally you have Mr. Shepherd. Mr. Shepherd, he's the thinnest. He does not do the spear because he is not the most fit of all of you, but he's still a strong man. And you see off in the distance, the main ship, the Barclay, is now making its way towards you. But you have time. You gotta wait for the ship to get over to you.
Yeah, so.
All right. How many of these do you think we can catch in a day?
We can only store about 2 on the ship before the weight gets to be too much.
Are you confident that any other crew has landed one by now?
I have no idea. It's not impossible.
It's not for us to figure out. I mean, we got ours, so we're gonna get our share.
And it was just one and done, right? Every crew was expected to pull one.
I mean, the hope is that you get 2, because if you get 3, you don't know what you're gonna do with the third.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's not always guaranteed. As long as you get 1, you're good. If you get 2, that's an excellent day. If you get 3, you kind of don't know what to do. You're probably gonna be sitting here for a long time, just not moving anywhere.
So for now, we can just know we did well, and that's all that really matters.
Love it.
We're getting our shares. That's all we care about.
And
We're just gonna wait, I suppose.
yeah, for sure. So there was one player we haven't introduced, Jeff. Who's your character? What are they doing? What do they look like?
One of the younger crew hands, an able seaman. He's been around ships his whole life. See Mathew Cole, young, strong man, tall, lean, big beard, no hat. The spray's just been washing over him. And he's been like locked eyes with this floating whale carcass this whole conversation. And just nothing broke his attention.
Mathew, are you well?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, just the waters upset the stomach.
Yeah, be careful.
Mm-hmm.
Keep a mind out. Don't fall overboard.
Not I.
These young kids not having their sea legs.
I'm older than you.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking to you.
That's fair.
I'm the same age as.
Are you really? These young...
He's older than you.
It's all fine.
These young kids. So I have a couple questions about all your characters. So, are any of you God-fearing men?
It's what, 18-something?
1840-something?
Then yes.
I have a Bible that is precious to me, so I assume so. Not like I'm religious.
Okay.
I don't think so. No, I don't have anything that would denote otherwise. But
So,
I don't think so.
okay. So you have your Bible. So Mr. DeWitt's got the Bible. Do you have a crucifix, Bible, anything?
I don't-
Mr. Chase have
I
any
don't.
of that?
Don't have anything, mostly because I'm afraid of losing it on the open sea.
Yeah, my
I
Bible
imagine-
isn't on me.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
But
like,
I don't
on
even
the
mean
Barclay.
I don't even
Yeah.
mean on the boat. I imagine it was like kind of like a family type of crucifix, right? That says at home when I go out to sea. It's just prayer.
Okay, gotcha. And then, what do you miss the most about life on land?
Drinking. not having to ration drinking.
Yeah, a reasonable meal. A hot meal. That's what I miss.
Someone other than sailors to keep me company.
Reasonable. So, as you're all kind of daydreaming, thinking about what you had when you were on land, because you're getting a little homesick after being out here on the water for over a year. Mr. Chase, you're daydreaming a bit. You got your pipe out, kind of smoking. And you look down, and you see your mother's face in the water. Under the water. And she says, "Come to me. Come to me now. Everything will be all well."
I kind of put my hand in the water,
Okay, make a sanity
and
check.
shake it a little bit, trying to see, like, is this what is happening?
Go away. You're not real.
Where's my sanity? Understood. Thank you. Hard success.
You reach down towards it, and then you shake the water real quick, and you don't see anything there. Maybe it's just the sun.
I go back, and I sit back and I smoke more.
Are you feeling okay, Mr. Chase?
Just seeing weird things in the water, but hey, man, being out at sea for 13 months might do that to you a little bit.
Yes, it could. Just keep your wits about you. Don't.
I'm all set and ready to go after another whale if the need arises.
Good.
Okay, anybody else want to do anything? Talk to any of the other crew members while you're out here, or are we just waiting for the ship to come and pick us up?
I hate that just happened.
I guess whatever setup needs to be done with the whale, I would be heading that.
Right now, there's not too much you can
So
do
gotta
until it gets.
Throw a rope over it?
Well, it still has the harpoon attached to it. You need to keep attached to the actual whale, and even if you don't, it's not the end of the world because you have the flag on it.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the Barclay is already making its way over towards you to come and pick you up and to lash the whale to the actual boat, which that's going to be when the next major thing you're going to have to do is.
Yeah, they'll probably throw ropes down to us more so than us using them from here.
Yep.
So, no, I guess we'll just kind of make small talk, but just kind of wait a few minutes for the ship to get here.
Okay. So it's about a 15-minute wait as it gets closer to you, the waves get a lot more rough because you have a much larger ship coming towards you. But you see two men. You see the captain, Captain Chappelle, and the ship's steward, Lawson Bond. He's got this big bushy beard, hat on. He's kind of a pain in the ass. He's the steward, so keeps track of literally everything. He makes sure that if you do use anything, he keeps track of it because you get billed for it at the end. And the captain, a kindly man, clean shaven, always clean shaven and put together. You can really tell it's him because his huge, like, almost like top hat type thing, it's like this. And you come over, he goes, "Good catch, man." As
I
he
salute as they pull up.
as Lawson starts throwing some ropes down, and you also see the cabin boy also runs over, and he's hauling ropes back and forth from barrels over to the side and tying knots, and you all get the whale lashed to the side. Everything's looking good, and you climb up. And as you come up, well, Joseph Wright is there. He says, "Good catch, lads."
Thanks, Joey.
He is like 13.
I like scruffle his hair.
And he's got like a little sailor's hat that he kind of keeps over to the side, vest on, sort of denim pants. And the captain walks over and he says, "Good catch, men.
Big one for you, Captain.
Of course, we're going to grab the other whale. Another ship also caught a whale.
Love to hear that.
Gather the ropes, prepare to pick up the other crew, and then we will get to work getting the blower.
Yes, sir. And I kind of point some people into directions to get the rope set up for the other one and get things moving.
Sure.
And I'm on it.
And you're on it. So the ship comes over and picks up the other crew who didn't get, the other crewmen who didn't get a whale, which is perfectly fine.
It's lucky, in fact.
Yeah, because you wouldn't really know what to do. So this was best case scenario.
Mm-hmm.
They get back on, they get below deck to start the boiling pots. Because what you're going to do is cut this whale apart, take the meat, because you might eat some of it, and then cut the fat out and just get that into a pot, boil it down, put it into a barrel to bring back to either America or England or wherever you're bringing this to sell. And you all are there helping out with that. And I'm assuming nobody wants to go do the
I'm not volunteering.
yeah.
If I'm not told, I'm not doing
If
it.
I'm being voluntold, okay. Other than that, no.
Okay, now you're not voluntold. Right now you're just getting all the ropes ready to lash it to the side of the boat.
I'm pointing people, and I'm organizing things on the bow now that I'm here, so the captain can do whatever else he needs to do.
Okay. The captain is standing up with the boat steerer as you approach the other whale. The first mate, Obed Reed, climbs aboard ship and he goes, "Dewitt, good catch."
Sir, thank you. It was quite the beast, but not too hard for our men.
Good. Get this one lashed as well. And he walks up towards the captain.
Yes, sir.
Obed's an older guy, got like a crunched up, like weather-beaten face. He's been doing this for a long, long time. And he goes up to the captain, who is standing next to the boat steerer, who's got a big old beard. That's Henry Joy. You would know every character on this ship. It's been 13 months. So you at the very least know of them. So after that, you get the boat, the other whale lashed, and work begins immediately. You're carving these whales apart in order to boil them down, because the longer you have them lashed, the harder it is to get going. Mm-hmm. And the quicker you fill up your hold, the quicker you can go home. So that'll be the majority of your day, honestly. When evening comes, you're able to go and get your salted meats or hardtack that might have roaches in it, around it.
Lovely.
And so what do you think you three would get up to in the evening when realistically it's been a nice day, successful day, and you're able to put your feet up for just a bit?
I'm going to go find Chase and kind of speak with you directly.
Sir?
Isaac? Are you doing well?
I'm doing perfectly fine.
Good.
How are you?
I'm well. I'm well myself. Just wanted to make sure that you seemed to freeze up there at the end. I wanted to make sure that things were doing well for you.
It was weird. I saw what I thought was family in the water. I think I'm just getting a little homesick. 13 months is a long time to be at sea, but we got work to do.
It was probably your own reflection. Just kind of looked weird in the water, right? That could.
I mean, that makes sense to me.
You could
the water moves and whatnot too. They say I look a lot like my mom.
Yeah, you could see that. Yeah. So, all right. Do let me know if you and if anything more happens. I'm just want to make sure that none of us are going to fly off the handle if anything.
Sure, absolutely. Like I said, I feel perfectly fine except for a momentary lapse of judgment once the job was done. I think it was the settling and the adrenaline of it's fine. I would not expect any other issues.
All right.
How are you doing? How are you holding up?
I'm well. It was a good catch today, but It's been hard being out here.
I agree.
And are you also, Mr. Cole? Are you in the crew quarters with these two as they're kind of just catching up, or?
No. As an able-bodied hand, I am above deck, scrubbing, tarring, and varnishing. And I kind of like this position. The smells bearable as the carcasses go overboard.
Yeah, which, thank you for pointing out. The smell on this boat is horrific. You are boiling fat down in a large cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
I have to imagine we're somewhat desensitized to it at this
For
point, right?
sure,
Because
at
we've
this
been out here
point.
for a while.
Well, especially if you're an able seaman, it's probably like that first whiff is rough, but afterwards you're like,
It is just the norm.
okay, this is back to what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're just up swabbing the deck.
Swabbing.
I think I'm gonna go gamble for a little bit, or go play card, do something a little productive to help me wind down after the
And as you are
day
saying
we've
that,
had.
All right.
in the crew quarters, you see kind of a couple bunks back, there is an Italian man, young kid, who he's going through all of his belongings. You see he's dumped out bags, and he's going, where is it? Who stole my Bible? And he's pointing at people, and he goes, you steal my Bible?
I haven't touched your Bible, son.
I had it right here. My mom got it for me before I left. You see this is Valentine Thomas. He is young guy, green hand, very new to this.
Well, here, let's start looking through let's toss the bed. Let's see if there's anything we can find. I start trying to help him toss.
So you're looking through, and as you're going through, you do know there's Orangi, who is also here, and he actually didn't go out today, even though he's great at throwing the harpoon. He was sick. There was a couple other people who didn't go out today, and you see Valentine's walking around looking through stuff, and there's been a theft. Did anybody else lose any of their Bibles or anything?
I check my stuff, none of which
You didn't
is
bring
like
a Bible or
yeah.
anything?
Well, nothing religious, no. So
Yeah.
everything, nothing.
Mine is usually locked in my sea chest, or locked in my sea chest by the bunk in the forecastle. So yeah,
check that.
I'll go unlock it. I suppose I have the only key. I keep it on me, and I just go open it.
Not there.
The
My
hell?
stuff's here.
This has been locked. I'm the only one who has a key. What in God's name is happening? I turn around and I look back at Valentine.
Yep.
I say, Valentine, do you know my personal Bible's gone too?
All my stuff is here.
Mine was locked in my sea chest. Mine wasn't even in my bag. It was.
So then, there's a thief on board.
I suppose he even.
I'm going to get Bond. And he marches out.
I guess. Who would? I'll go with him. I'll just follow him.
I'm going to start asking. You said there's a couple more people down in these crew
Yep,
quarters?
there is Orangi, there is Silas, there is most of the sailors. This is where they're staying. You know that the sailors and like the craftsmen are in a different section of the ship.
Sure.
There's a couple people just because you need to fit them that aren't sailors that are here. Like Orangi's not technically a sailor; technically he's a harpooner, but you can find a couple of different people who are here.
I'm going to talk to Orangi and Silas and see if they had any religious pieces of personal belongings gone missing.
You go over. Well, so they're separate.
Sure.
doesn't-
I just meant like we'll go talk to Orangi first and then
Okay.
go to Silas.
So you head over to Orangi and you see he's like a tan-skinned gentleman, has a hat just like most people. He has like kind of like thicker black hair, and you come over, and he's just whittling, doing some scrimshaw.
How you feeling around you? You feeling a little bit better?
Well, I'm feeling much better. I just had to get whatever was inside of me out of me.
I'm happy you're on the mend. Question for you. Have you noticed any of your stuff that's gone missing?
No, I heard Thomas saying that his Bible went missing. I checked. I have everything.
All right.
Did you lose anything?
I did not. But now 2 people said the Bibles are missing. That's a weird thing to go missing and not grab anything else. I have some coin and other thing, like, you know what I mean, like small little knives and coin that no one took. It's weird that they specifically went for 2 Bibles.
It is strange. My idol is still in my trunk.
Interesting.
They did not come after my religious
Artifacts or tight items of some sort. Okay.
I do not know.
I'm happy no one took any of your stuff. I hope you keep on feeling better, and I'm looking forward to seeing you out there with the harpoon again.
Yes, I will. I will be back up on deck tomorrow.
Love it.
And I will be helping take care of the whales.
Perfect. And then I'll go talk to Silas when we are done other stuff.
Okay, so walking above deck, you see Mr. Cole just kind of swabbing the deck as young Valentine is marching with John Dewitt behind him, second mate.
Like the sun's gone down now, right?
Yep.
So like I got my coat up, all the way up, little cap on, just look pissed.
As they are marching, you just keep walking, keep working?
I'm working. This got nothing to do with me.
Working. So you walk all the way over to where the cruise like cargo is, essentially, because as that's where you're gonna find the steward most likely, as he's got a bunch of like ledgers and like for whatever people have used and taken. And you walk in, and like I said, he's got this big old beard, but he's shaved right here. He's kind of an interesting looking character, and he looks at you and he says, "Dewitt, Thomas," and he goes, "I need you to help me out. There's been a theft. There's a crook on this ship, and you need to do something about this, Lawson." And he goes, "Calm down, lad."
Calm down, Tom. I kind of push him back a little bit as I step forward.
You keep talking that way, there'll be lashings for you.
Well, I will speak on his behalf in at least that my own family Bible is missing. It was locked inside of my sea chest. I'm the only one who has a key for it.
He looks, his eyes narrow, and he says, "You telling me there's a real thief on this ship, Dewitt?"
I can't say for sure, but it's only Bibles that have gone missing, at least as far as I've seen.
All right, let me come with you. Show me where this theft happened.
Absolutely.
And he gets up and he locks like the little cage area that has all the goods, because you can't just walk in there and take your stuff.
No.
How am I supposed to charge you for it at the end? And you march across deck. You see,
As they're marching, now there's something to watch.
yes, and Valentine is still marching. Like he's the one in charge, even though you see the 2 superior officers are
We're just kind of walking behind him.
walking.
I walk up behind you, Mr. DeWitt. Mr. DeWitt. What's going on?
There's been a theft, Cole, as Bond hops right in. Where were you?
Swabbing the deck as I hold the mop right in front of him.
He wasn't down there.
Looks clean. Good job swabbing.
Thank you.
Get back to it, sailor. And we'll head down.
All right, I get back to it. Fuck whatever's going down there. Once they go down there, it's my smoke break, assholes. Fuck whatever's down there. No.
Downstairs, you head over to Silas, the young man, who He was actually out on your ship with you. He also clean shaven, but it's like patchy because he doesn't do a like.
Great
he doesn't
job.
have a. It's also been a year since you got a fresh razor.
That's fair.
So I mean, you can head over to the blacksmith who will kind of like do a little bit of sharpening, but it's a razor, so there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
And he's got his bag out, and he looks concerned. Says, "My rosary's gone."
I'm sure you heard Valentine, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think everyone, both above and below,
Heard Valentine.
Heard Valentine.
It seems that someone's coming through and picking up Christian related things.
Who's not a Christian on this boat?
You're right. Sorry. All the religious artifacts
And he
are
looks
gone.
over at Aranja. He goes, "You don't.
What?
I mean, he's not a Christian.
I don't think that matters. You also have...
You think somebody, a good Christian, would steal from another good Christian?
I mean, maybe. Someone's stealing something from someone.
This is terrible. What a world."
Are you missing anything else other than your rosaries?
No, I have everything else. I have my knives. I have my notebook. I mean, they didn't even take my journal.
I don't know how to tell you this.
What?
I
See,
can't
this
with you,
kid just wide-eyed, has no idea what you're talking about.
I think they're good Christian people stealing from other good Christian people.
No.
I think so.
I can't believe that, Mr. Chase.
I know. It's awful.
You think?
Yeah, I do think.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway, I gotta go talk to some people about all the stuff going missing.
Well, I mean, do you need me to come with you? I wouldn't. I mean, I want my
yeah,
rosary back.
yeah. Come with me. It's fine. We'll head upstairs to go talk to her.
As you're saying this, the door opens up, and you see Valentine swing the door open, and he goes, "All right, who took my Bible?" As Lawson Bond smacks him in the back of the head. He goes, "Shut up, boy. Now, who took a Bible?"
We have another missing one too over here.
Another missing Bible?
Well, rosary.
Rosary.
A rosary too?
Who would steal a good Christian's Bible, rosary? As he's looking around, and you see Rondre is the only one there who you know is the only one that's not actually a Christian. And he points at him and he goes, "You, are you trying to convert people?" He goes, no, I don't have any problems with what you worship. And he gets real close to him and he says, "And how am I supposed to believe that? You're the only one who wouldn't want this on the ship."
Sir, I talked to Aranji a lot about this, and I think he's okay.
Mr. Chase, there was only a few people on the ship while everyone else was wailing. Him, myself, the captain, which I don't think anyone's saying that the good captain would steal anything. He looks around and scans the room.
No, sir.
And Barzalia, who is another suspect. And as you hear footsteps walk downstairs, and you hear, "Mr. Bond, are you insinuating that I might be a thief?" As the captain walks downstairs, his nice, even keel voice. It doesn't usually raise or lower too much. Every now and then, when he gets really riled up, he will. And he looks at Bond, and Bond goes, "No, sir, I was actually just saying the opposite. It would appear that there's been a thief on board. Someone's going around stealing Bibles and rosaries and the like." And he says, "Bibles and rosaries." As he's kind of looking at him and looking around. "Anyone have anything to confess?" As He's one of those leaders who's more of like a stern, just like.
I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
Yes, exactly. As he's just looking around and like giving each of you the stare, like waiting for anything. And then he stares at Bond. And I will take a spot hidden check.
Oh my gosh. Extreme. I rolled a 4.
Extreme, or no, I'm sorry. It's only a hard. I rolled an 8.
So you're looking, kind of just scanning the room, and you see there yourself, the captain, steward, a couple crewmen around here, Ranji's here, and you look at the captain and the steward who are just kind of looking at each other like, you would know, especially being an officer, you can get a look and you know what you got to do. Can both of you give me psychology checks to see if you understand what it is?
I can try.
Please do.
Can I get a bonus die for being an officer? Because I've spent more
No,
time
because this is a
interacting
different look.
Nah.
Want to push or use luck?
I don't want to use luck. I do kind of want to push it.
I can't use luck. I only have 30. I rolled a 48.
So you see kind of off towards like the exit to go back onto the deck is the captain and the steward who are looking at each other right now. So how are you going to push this?
So I look over to the second mate, right?
Yes.
With with concern on my face of I don't understand what's happening, and I've not experienced the silence between the two of them yet because nothing like this has happened before. And I really, really, really want to take a closer, like, hard examination specifically on the captain.
So you're going to kind of step towards the captain? 'Cause you gotta
Yes,
describe
yeah.
how harder.
So yeah, I kind of like make it not necessarily step forward, but kind of like lean in more in a very, very obvious way, looking like I'm trying to read what's going on and understand what's going on in a very, very obvious
All right, cool.
way.
Clearly staring at the captain.
Yes, clearly staring at the captain. There's no two ways about it. Can't use luck on this one. With only a 40, this is probably a bad idea. But hey, man, fuck it. We're going to see what happens. Yeah, that's so bad. That's a 98, actually.
I think that's a
I feel that above deck.
fumble.
Yes, it is.
I forget how fumbles specifically work,
So
but I feel like
since
that's
you have below 50,
it's 95.
97 to 99, well,
Okay.
to 100. As you step forward and you trip over your own 2 feet and you fall right onto the captain and you kind of knock him back and you both take a tumble and
I'm immediately apologizing as
well, before you get that chance, you fall flat on your face and bust your nose open and you're going to take 2 points of damage.
great.
As the captain also tumbles back. And the already quiet room, you hear, as you just see everyone look at you.
Beauty.
Sorry, everybody. Apparently, I don't have my sea legs.
As
Oh,
the
God.
captain gets back up and goes, Chase,
Sir, I have the
you
utmost
don't have
apology.
your sea legs. After over a year. Do you have something to say, Mr. Chase?
No, sir.
And the steward goes, yeah, Mr. Chase, I don't believe you have any religious texts with you, do you?
I just had my family Bible I left at home, sir. I didn't want anything to happen to it.
And then
My
you
wife
look at
uses
each other
it.
again. You can give me a psychology check again.
Sure, I'll try.
Go for that check mark, baby.
Yeah, this guy.
Hot damn. That's it, ain't it?
It's not.
Damn.
And it's
Is it worth luck?
It's just too many. I rolled a 17. 7 is just
Oh.
too many.
You're not sure what they're saying, but they both, at the same time, look at Chase and then look at you. And they go, Dewitt,
Yes, sir.
as an officer, you are now responsible for Mr. Chase until the morrow. We will be performing a full investigation, a full search, as soon as possible. So please don't go too far, Mr. Chase. And this is the steward saying this.
I'll be right here. My bag's on my bunk. Feel free to look through it.
And the captain walks over and puts a gentle hand on your shoulder.
Mhm.
And he says, son,
Sir?
if we find any religious paraphernalia, if you have anything, we will have Mr. Dewitt personally flog you with the cat and nine tails. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Gives you one of those squeezes, not like too hard. Good lad. He straightens himself up. He says,
I'm standing at attention.
he brushes.
Are you well, Captain?
I am. Mr. Bond, please come with me as we will discuss this search. The rest of you will be under the watchful eye of Mr. Dewitt. I hope you can manage this one.
Absolutely, sir.
We have a sailor without his sea legs.
It will be handled, sir.
We will be back to work in the morrow.
Absolutely.
Nods, and Bond and Captain walk back upstairs.
Holy shit, I have no idea what the hell happened.
Valentine goes,
What the
what
fuck was that?
Look, man,
Are
all
you
I know...
At this point, the whole crew has come around you. Like, what was that?
I fucking tripped. I don't know what to tell you
What
all.
do you mean you tripped? You looked like you were trying to tackle the captain.
I was not trying to tackle the captain. They were saying something with their eyes. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Something with their eyes? You talk with your mouth.
You do not see them staring each other down.
I don't know how that works.
I was trying to figure it out.
Aranji says, you need to get your rest, my friend. You may have overstepped.
I don't think I may have. I think I overstepped.
I think he
everybody.
literally overstepped.
Guys, I realize how bad this is and how fucked up this is. I agree with all of you. I don't know what to do about it. I was trying to be helpful and I fucked up and I'm sorry.
As up on deck, you're still swabbing.
Apparently, all I can do is throw a harpoon. I don't know what else you all want from me.
I'm like putting 2 barrels back because I got in the cracks. This thing looks nice, man.
And you see the captain and Bond walk above deck, and captain looks over. He says, Cole!
Captain?
He looks up at the starry night and the moon, and he goes, Cole, it's time to get some rest.
I was told to keep swabbing while an investigation was going on. Did my stuff get taken?
And I'm sorry, I didn't go into your personal effects, sailor. Who told you to keep swabbing? It's
First
late.
and second mate. So,
Obed did not. Obed Reed did not.
oh, yeah.
The second mate told you.
Yeah.
I guess.
And Lawson Bond, the steward, goes,
Yeah,
It
I guess
was
it was
the-
the steward too.
it was DeWitt who ordered this man to keep swabbing.
It was more Mr. Bond, if I'm honest.
And he goes, excuse you, sir. I would not ask for a man to work past his post. As the captain looks at him.
I just told him to carry on. I think I'm pretty innocent here.
I
Wouldn't
think I'm pretty innocent.
We're going down this ship together.
wouldn't lie on the
Second
deck of
mate.
a ship that looks this good, Captain.
And he looks over and says,
Gotta keep it clean.
you're doing fine work. Now go get some rest. We need you to work in the morning. He points overboard, and you see, he looks over, he says, we have quite the harvest.
Oh, I believe it. I'm ready to work.
Now go downstairs and deal with DeWitt.
Consider it dealt with.
And he looks like, it's not like that, son. I meant just tolerate DeWitt.
Consider it dealt with.
Good man. Pats you on the shoulder. Kind of nods. You see the big top hat just
I'm like between the masts right now, like the foremast and the center mast, and I like Mop just gets dropped dead on the deck. I don't care where it goes. I'm just going below deck.
Okay. You see the steward and the captain walk over to the captain's quarters, and you walk down below deck into
That
the
mop's
crew
going to be gone in the morning.
as you see like a football huddle. It's like football huddle with Dewitt and Chase in the center.
All I want to say is I would like one game in which I don't fumble something and break something. That would be fucking rad.
That would be rad.
Usually it's Jeff. Jeff's been rolling hot.
Hiding.
I've been hiding.
Keep me far away from the problems. I've been running real scared from stuff in Call of Cthulhu recently. I come down and I go, did I miss the mutiny?
Cole.
Wait, Chase, are you trying to mutiny?
No, absolutely not.
It's Valentine's like face paled and yeah, you're looking around like somebody said mutiny. What is happening?
I'm trying to make as much money as possible when we get back. I want to grab and loot as many whales as we can. End of discussion. That's it. I got a wife and kid at home.
Cole, were you cleaning that entire time?
You were cleaning for hours.
Take a look.
I'm sure it's spotless. You were up there for 4 hours. All right. Well done, I suppose. I have to commendate you on that. Anyway, we should all.
As he's talking, I'm sorry, I'll let you go. But as he's talking, I'm slowly like pushing every greenhorn by the face out of my way till I get to my bunk.
We should all go to bed for now until we figure out what is going on in the morning.
I go to my bunk immediately, get into it, and
Just
Go to bed.
I'm just nope.
Wait,
Not
you,
the-
Kohler, you just didn't even engage with it. You're in bed.
Fuck these kids.
As
my
to
goddamn boat.
as Dewitt just kind of sits down in the middle, like I assume there's like some chairs or something,
Yep,
kind
yep,
of
yep.
like a common area. He just kind of sits down and takes out a pipe and packs it heavily with tobacco and just. Good God.
You're gonna hear about this one in the morning.
On top of all of this, my grandmother's Bible is missing. On top of everything else. That is my only worldly possession. The only thing that I care about.
Shouts out to Grandma DeWitt.
And it's gone. So I'm just going to sit there and smoke until everyone else is asleep. And then I will go to bed. I'm
All
going
right.
to do my job and make sure nothing weird happens, at least until everyone is asleep.
You head to bed, Mr. DeWitt. You're all asleep. Well, most of you are asleep. Mr. Chase, that's really racking your brain.
I fucked up so bad.
And
This is so not good.
you feel,
I have to make amends. I have to help him find whoever's stealing this shit.
yeah, you gotta do something. And as you're thinking that, you're on like the bottom bunk and you feel you see somebody walk by and lean down and you see it's your mother who puts her hand on your chest and says, "Worry not," and leans in, gives you a little kiss on the forehead. And as she kisses you on the forehead, she pushes down on your chest and pushes down on your forehead. And I need you to give me an extreme strength check.
Easy.
Easy.
What's 80 divided by 5?
20?
That's also not true.
16.
No, yeah, 16, yeah.
I was like, hold on, the
Wait,
math
no,
doesn't
that's 100
math.
divided by 5.
I use 98. No, I'm just kidding. I failed.
98 luck. As you just get pushed down and your mother turns into this, like, the face just kind of starts to droop and sag as it starts to almost fall apart, and you see the mouth open and just a gout of water spew into your chest and down your throat. Can I get constitution checks from
I'm flailing.
Mr. DeWitt and Mr. Cole?
I fail.
I'm gonna spend 3 luck to succeed.
Wonderful. Mr. Cole, as you're kind of coming to, you look down. You see you're still in bed, kind of covered up. And you look over, and you see yourself again. Just this time you're kneeling next to Mr. Chase's bed. And you hear water just gout out of your mouth and into Mr. Chase's mouth. Can you please give me a sanity check?
I'm flailing. I'm trying to grab
Yep,
everything.
flailing.
I'm trying to punch, push.
All right, so you're still going to lose 1 because that's you, very clearly you, and you are spewing water out of your mouth. But you're wiping your mouth. You're fine. You're right there. You're still in bed. But who's that?
Is he okay? What?
There's another you
Oh,
standing over.
I tackle him?
So you run over and give me an extreme strength check.
That is a 1.
You run forward and you just dive, form tackle yourself. And you get let loose as the figure flies away, like off, and turns, and you stare yourself in the eyes. Water is still coming out of your mouth. What do you want to do?
I would like to grab. I have nothing to do that with. I'm just gonna start punching it. Like,
Run up, make a brawl check.
I just
Shoot the
gonna
real one.
I'm just gonna run up and whatever one's probably the one with the water coming out of its mouth.
Oh, yeah, you can tell.
Great. Let's see what we can do. No.
Okay, all right, you run up and you swing at Cole, the one that's got the water coming out of its mouth. And it lets you hit it, but it doesn't go anywhere as it grabs your throat. As you see, Chase full, clean, right on the jaw. Just hit and stop.
I'm not that tough.
You don't think you're that kind of tough. And an arm reaches out and pulls you in. You can give me another extreme strength. As just water spews into your throat and you feel yourself drowning. You're up, Mr. Cole.
Everybody wake the fuck up. Somebody's attacking.
Everybody wake the fuck up. Somebody's attacking. And nobody wakes up. Everybody's asleep in their bunks. See Dewitt over there just snoring a bit.
Can I hit this thing with, can I hit me with an oar?
There's no oars down here.
Can I hit me with something nearby?
Make a luck check.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it. 5.
5. So you grab a bottle and you crack right against
My head.
the side of your head. And you come to. You're looking out at the ocean. You're at the bow of the ship. It was all a dream. You were sleepwalking.
Oh, man, I was fucked.
Did you spend any luck?
Yeah.
You can give that back.
What?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I guess I did.
Mr. DeWitt, make a con check.
I pass.
You heard a bottle fall off. Make a listen check.
Yes. Absolutely, I can try. I fell.
Just a bottle fell off of a table. Happens.
Yeah. We're rocking around.
Yep.
Somebody forgot to put that away. But I'm like awake now. I'm
Yeah,
kinda
it was
relieved,
one of those,
yeah.
you know, like when it's nighttime and like a sound happens and you jostled awake a little bit by it.
Yeah.
Kind of that, but you're like, oh, that's just a normal thing. Almost like in modern day if like a loud car went by or a train or something.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just kind of look around and go back to bed if I don't.
Give me a spot hidden.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's an extreme pass on that spot hidden.
So you notice two things. The first thing is that Mr. Cole is not in their bunk. Which, I mean, that's not uncommon in the middle of the night. You know, people have to use the bathroom. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the water that is dripping out of Mr. Chase's bed.
I'm going to go over to Chase's bed.
You head over to Chase's bed, and you look down, and you see Chase's skin is pale. And he has water gushing out of his mouth. And you see there's like white sea foam. And you smell that like salty brine coming out of his mouth constantly. Can you give me a sanity check?
Sure.
Bum, 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 bum,
I fail.
Please roll D3. Up on deck,
2.
Mr. Cole, you see there are two men who are on watch up here, and you're just kind of standing at the bow there, leaving you to do your thing. There is a boat steerer who is Mr. Joy, who is up at the wheel right now, as well as the two other men that you can't really tell from here who they are. What are we doing?
I'm gonna walk up to the two guys so I don't really see.
Okay.
I imagine my eyes are
You see,
adjusting.
this is Richard Peterson
Mm-hmm.
and Melvin Weeks, who are up here. And they say, Cole,
Peterson, Weeks, how long have I been up here?
oh, you came out about an hour ago. You came out and looked out at the stars. We waved at you when you first came out, and we assumed you just walked. We assumed you were going to just, use the bathroom or something.
I feel like I've had a bender, but
And Joy, who was at the wheel, says, I just got up here. I didn't see you come out, but when I came out from the meeting with the captain, you were here. By the way, you could tell it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m.,
yeah.
something like that.
I'm like, I just slept walk a bit, and I've had nothing to drink.
Weeks looks at you and says, you look a bit pale. Feeling okay? Maybe getting a bit seasick.
Suppose I'm fine.
It's a bit late for you to be getting seasick.
Doubt it's that.
Well, it's late and we have an early morning. We should be starting work in about 2 hours. Head back to bed, or at least get it while you can. If not, you're welcome to be up here with us. The night watch is usually pretty quiet.
Thanks, fellas.
No, not a problem. Downstairs,
Yeah,
what are you doing?
would my failed sanity save there result in me screaming, do you think?
Sure, you can say that's an involuntary action.
Yeah, I think he's going to kind of Dewitt's just kind of gonna stumble back and scream at the corpse that's in front of him, and then
Well, fellas,
start running up towards the captain's like the captain's room.
Okay, so you scream, and Matt, since I've killed your character, buddy,
Bum, bum, bum.
but worry not. There's a full crew. There you go. Take your pick. Whoever you want.
I can be
have
anybody?
characters. Anybody
make
on
sure to,
that list.
Make sure to cross out Mr. Chase.
I
Days of
have
Future Past style.
every single character on that list. That is the full crew ship manifest, or crew information,
Good.
which came with this, which is awesome because all 23 characters have characters.
That's wild.
That looks like that board game. We should cut that out. Put it on that board game where you flip them down.
Guess who?
Guess who?
Can I do the blacksmith?
Sure, what's the name? Well, reading.
William Wheat? Well, my eyes are bad. Adam, that guy right there.
Yeah, William Worth.
That was an O. That wasn't
William
even a thing I thought of.
I can
Consider the letter
absolutely pass you over,
That's
Mr.
What a
Worth.
crappy vowel.
last name that has an O in it.
Hey, I never said it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you, dude. I'm so tired of the letter L. I like 7 of them things.
William Worth. Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
So you are the ship blacksmith. And you actually didn't hear any of this. You sleep because you're a craftsman, you sleep in a completely separate area of the ship.
Having a great night's sleep. Also, this is the only character I've ever played with an appearance of 70. I look great.
Looking good.
Oh, wow.
On the boat, you are going, at the other crew quarters, you're going to hear
A scream.
a scream. As the 2 guards, Peterson and Weeks, who are loosely guards, they're just on watch in case anything should happen.
Like a murder.
Like a murder, looks at you and then looks at Joy and Joy says, "Well, I'll get to it." As they start going downstairs,
As I'm scrambling.
you're scrambling
Upstairs.
up, looking a bit pale. You run into Mathew Cole, Melvin Weeks, and Richard Peterson.
Isaac's dead.
No.
What the man who bumped into the captain?
Yes. He's drowned or something. I'm going to go tell the... You can go look yourself. I'm going to go tell the captain. I feel like
overboard.
that's... No, he's down there.
What?
Go look yourself. I need to go alert the captain.
Yes, sir.
Do I remember that dream that I just
You
had
did have a strange dream.
about?
You had to fight yourself off of Mr. Chase.
Mm.
Huh.
And I've just walked for like an hour.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to kill Isaac.
You want to make an intelligence check?
A 19, so a hard success.
Oh, what if that was you? You want to make a sanity check?
A 98.
You're gonna lose D3 from this because that could
That
have
might have
very
been
well
you.
have been you.
That's so 2.
You're feeling a little pale, getting a little nauseous, not feeling the best.
As they like go to investigate, I sit on the step a little.
Okay, you sit on the step. The 2 men are gonna go into the crew quarters. Are you just heading up to get to the cabin?
Yeah. I feel like that's procedure if we find someone dead.
Yeah. You just sitting there?
That's all he does.
All right. So you run up and you get to the deck, and Joyce says, what's the problem?
Chase is dead. He drowned in his bed somehow. I don't know how to explain it. He's either way, he's dead. He may have just suffocated.
Oh,
I'm going to alert the captain.
what? And you just run
Drive
off.
the boat, Joy.
Watch who you're talking to, second mate.
Fair enough. I'm sorry. It's been a long morning.
Joy's kind of a dick.
I-
Yeah, you run over to the captain's cabin. I'm assuming you knock.
yeah, I'm just...
You could tell he was asleep as
Yeah.
he gets over
That's
to the door.
reasonable.
Hat is back on.
Yeah.
Puts the hat on. But you see he's wearing like sleeping attire.
Yeah. Like a nightgown, but
And
he's got the
he
top hat
opens the door. He says, Dewitt.
on. Bad news, Captain. Isaac Chase is dead.
He was under your watch.
He suffocated in his sleep or something. It looks like he might have drowned, but it doesn't seem possible. He's in his bed right now.
Go run to the other crew cabin. Get Mr. Bond. I will be down shortly.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry to wake you up, sir.
I will see you in just a moment.
Yep. I'm going to run over and...
So you run over to the other crew quarters, and you see it's loaded with the craftsmen. Mr. Bond's also sleeping here. Who are you?
Is he in a room or is he on a bunk?
No, he's on a bunk.
I'm going to walk over and just kind of, like, tap him on his arm or something.
Okay, you tap him.
Bond.
What do you want, Dewitt? What time is it?
It's about 2 a.m, sir.
What do you want, Dewitt?
Isaac
It's getting
Chase.
a little loud. Can you make a contract?
Isaac Chase is dead.
I pass.
All right, you've comfortably asleep. As he wakes up, he says, "What do you mean Chase is dead? We were just about to look into him.
He suffocated or something in his sleep.
Someone murdered Chase?"
Possibly. It's
Gets up. He does not change his clothes at all, and he starts marching with you.
and we're heading over.
Over on the stairs, what's Mr. Cole doing? Still just waiting?
He's gonna like slowly, as everybody's starting to wake up, because now like guards are looking throughout the crew cabin. Crew's starting to wake up. They're forming a little crowd.
Yeah, you can hear people in the crew quarters.
Cole's gonna start like coming down, but like there's a look of like confused shame on his face, and he is not carrying it very well.
Okay. And you get down, you're looking pale, and you thought maybe you would look, pale comparatively. No, the people in here are not doing well because Chase still has water spewing out of his mouth. It hasn't stopped. You see the water, the ground is getting wet as everyone's kind of standing there. You hear Valentine in the back saying a prayer. Anything you want to do before the steward and second mate get back?
Like the water's still coming out. Like he is fully waterlogged. Like
You're looking at it, and it's like, even if he was waterlogged, it shouldn't just be spewing out of his mouth.
like it's like a fountain.
It's not like getting any height to it, but it's like...
but it is running.
Yes.
Constantly.
Waterlogged individuals do not
We need to get him above deck.
constantly have running water.
And I say that out loud again. Like, we need to get him above deck.
Peterson says, we're waiting for the captain on this one. I don't know what happened here, but this isn't natural. This is what happens when you go around stealing the good God's book.
His book was stolen. No, it wasn't. Right?
It wasn't.
No.
He was... This is Jesus Christ getting his vengeance.
Well, he's gonna get his vengeance upon us all if we keep him down here. Water don't come out the body like that, no matter how drowned you are.
As you're saying that, the door opens as you see rushing in there. There is Lawson Bond, the steward, who is still in sleeping attire. And then there is Dewitt, also still in sleeping attire.
Also still in my pajamas.
And Bond says, make way, make way, make... Oh. And he looks...
I didn't know how else to describe it, sir.
He kneels down. And he's looking. We need the captain for this one. And you hear coming from the door.
I got him. He's on his way down.
I am here, Mr. Bond, Mr. DeWitt, men. And he walks over. Everyone kind of makes a lane for him. And he leans down and kneels down and looks. And he says something under his breath. Can you please get me a listen check for Mr. Cole and Mr. DeWitt?
Sure. I pass, actually.
So did I.
So, you're looking over, And you see the captain kind of lean over to Mr. Bond, and he says, "You hear? That's the first one down."
Shit.
As he stands up and he says, "Men, we need to get him above deck. If we don't, we may all be at the bottom of the ocean. Get him prepared for a funeral. We will give Mr. Chase his last rites. Get him back into the water."
Yes, sir. I'm gonna get him I guess I'm gonna wrap him up in his blanket, and
As you go, he says, "Dewitt,
yes, sir.
this man was under your watch. Care to explain anything?"
I was asleep, sir.
As you see two other, it looks like Peterson and Weeks are kind of stuck with this as they're grabbing him under the arms, and he's still spewing water, and Weeks is getting covered in water. And you still smell the brackish salt water.
I fell asleep, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't.
A man falls asleep, but a man doesn't sleep through someone else getting drowned or what have you.
It was silent throughout the night. Would have woken up if I had if I had heard something, I'm sure.
And his eyes kind of narrow towards you. Give me a psychology check.
Sure.
I'll say also watching. Mr. Cole, you can also give me a psychology check.
Fail.
Oh, yeah. Got it. That's an extreme success.
This is a dog and pony show. This is all an act. He's not. The captain's not that distraught by this. Captain should be. And him grilling DeWitt seems like he's more going through the motions of what should be done, as opposed to caring that.
And I heard what he
This is
said,
dumb.
too.
Yes. And
This is a plan.
he stands up, he looks at you and says, "Get the men to get back to bed. That's an order. We have a long day ahead of us. We'll start the morning with the funeral and move on from there."
Yes, sir.
Captain! Captain, come quick! Captain, the viewers are upon us! On the starboard side, Captain, they're liking and subscribing to all Beer and Pretzels podcast episodes and YouTube videos. They're subscribing to the Instagram and all our things that we have, Captain. Oh no, Captain. Captain, they're tuning in next time for another episode of Full Fathom 5, Captain.